I saw your letter on the table 3 weeks after you were gone. I read the lines I should have answered when you still wanted to hold on. You said I never really listened. You said you took things wrong. Now I hear the truth behind it in the quiet of this room. Some words lose their meaning when they come after the pain, and I can't ask your heart to turn around again. I should have held you closer when you reached for me. I should have seen the distance before it set you free. Now all I have are reasons. It came a little late, in a house full of memories I can't rearrange. I met a friend who said you're better. You've been smiling more these days. I was glad to hear you're healing, though it hurt me in a different way. I don't blame you for moving forward. You waited long enough. Sometimes love gets tired of surviving on almost. No call can change the ending. No letter clears the past. Some doors don't close in anger, they just close at last. I'll carry what you taught me, though I learned it after you. And maybe that's the hardest part of knowing what is true. I should have held you closer when you still believed. I should have been the shelter you were looking for in me. Now all I have are lessons written on my heart, and the kind of lonely wisdom that only comes too hard. I hope the life you wanted finally found its way to you. Your glass is still beside the sink. The clock keeps moving slow. We've been talking all evening, but nowhere left to go. You look tired of explaining. I'm tired of being right. Somewhere between the reasons, we lost the heart to fight. Maybe love didn't leave us all at once in a flame. Maybe it faded quietly while we were looking for someone to blame. So don't force the tears, don't try to make it kind. We both know the answer, we've known it for some time. You can take your coat, I'll turn away the light. Some endings don't need anger, still hurt deep inside. I won't ask where you're going, you don't have to call. We gave each other chances till they didn't feel like chances at all. There's a photo on the table from when love was still easy to hold. I'll leave it where it's lying. Some things are too heavy to fold. We can't replace. Sometimes the hardest part of love is letting it leave with grace. So don't force the tears, don't dress it up as fate. We both know the answer, we found it far too late. You can take your coat, I'll turn away the light. Some endings don't need anger to keep you up at night. Close the door softly, nothing left to say. night you closed the door. I said nothing when you needed something worth staying for. Now this house feels even bigger than it ever did before. I still hear your footsteps fading down the hall, across the floor. I don't blame you for the silence. I know I played my part. Some lessons come too late, but they still change the heart. I'd leave a light on like I used to do. Keep a place beside me for the love I never knew. How to hold the right way when it mattered most. I won't ask forever, just one chance to hold you close. I heard our song on the radio, driving home alone last night. For a moment you were with me in the corner of my eye. There are words I should have spoken. There are wounds I should have seen. Now I carry every memory of the man I should have been. I can't undo the hurting or take away the tears, but I can love you better than I did all those years. I'd leave the light on like I used to do. Keep a place beside me for the love I never knew. How to hold the right way when it mattered most. I won't ask forever, just one chance to hold you close. No perfect promise, no easy way, just open hands and words I'm not afraid to say. Maybe time won't heal us, maybe hearts move on, but mine still knows the reason. It has been lonely for so long. I'd leave the light on through the coldest night. Let the old road lead you to a softer kind of life. No more pride between us, no more wasted years, just the love I should have shown you when you were still here. I'll be here where we started if you come back. used to think that love was loud, a fire burning fast, but you came in so quietly and somehow made it last. No perfect words, no promises, just truth in what you do. I learned that peace can feel like love when I'm standing next to you. You don't try to change me, you don't ask for more. You make this old heart feel safer than before. I don't need the lights of the city, I don't need a dream too far. Just the way you look at me, like you know where my troubles are. If the road gets hard tomorrow, if the sky turns cold and gray, I can face the world much better with your hand not far away. We've had days that came with silence, we've had nights we barely spoke, but even when the words were missing, something in us never broke. You're not a perfect dancer, I'm not an easy man, but love feels less like falling when you choose to understand. Maybe this is simple, maybe that's enough. Not every heart needs thunder to know that it is love. I don't need the lights of the city, I don't need a distant star, just the way you stay beside me when the world becomes too hard. If the years keep changing seasons, if our dreams don't all come true, I'll still have more than I hoped for, waking up with you. After all this time, you're all that I need. Quiet at the table, I can see it in your face. We've been talking in circles, trying not to lose our place. I know I made it harder than it ever had to be. Sometimes I kept my distance when you needed more from me. I'm not asking you to forget, I'm not asking you to lie, but before we call it over, look me in the eye. There's still something here, even if it's hard to see, underneath the tired words, underneath the history. We don't have to solve it all before the morning light. Just give this love a little room to breathe again tonight. I remember when we started, it was simple, it was clear. Now we measure every sentence like we're learning how to feel. But I still know your laughter, I still can smile across a crowded room and make them think I'm fine. Say the right things at the right time, keep the lonely out of sight. But when I get home too quiet and the day falls off my face, there's a part of me that settles in your ordinary grace. You don't ask too many questions. You don't try to read my mind. You just sit there in the silence, like you've known me all this time. You see the man behind the weather, the tired eyes behind the joke, all the words I leave unfinished, all the truths I never spoke. And I don't have to be stronger than the weight I carry through. There's a peace I can't explain when I'm standing next to you. I've made friends with changing seasons, I've made peace with letting go. But some rooms inside my heart never had a place called home. And then you came in without warning, not to fix what I became, just to love me in the places I had almost been ashamed. Maybe that's the quiet miracle. No thunder in the sky, just someone who stays beside you when you don't know how to try. You see the man behind the weather, the tired eyes behind the smile, all the fears I keep from daylight, all the miles behind the miles. And I don't have to be stronger, I don't have to play it through. There's a peace I can't explain when I'm standing next to you. What I hide from the world, only you know. Woke up before the alarm. The room was quiet and gray. Your side of the bed was cold, but I still turned that way. I made coffee for one, then poured half of it away. Old habits don't know that people don't always stay. I'm not broken every minute, I still get through the day. But there are little moments that take my breath away. The house feels bigger now, the nights move slow. I hear you laughing places only still don't understand. Your sweater's in the closet, I should've let it go, but it's easier to leave it than to face what I already know. I saw your favorite movie playing late last night. I almost sent a message, then I turned off the light. I don't need all the answers, I won't ask who was wrong. I just wish goodbye didn't last this long. The house feels bigger now, but I'm learning how to breathe. I still miss the way you love me and the way you looked at me. I keep myself together, even when it feels wrong. But nothing feels the same when you're gone. Nothing feels the same, and I'm still moving on. I never kept my promises the way I thought I would. I used to leave too early when staying might do good. Then you came in quietly, no drama, no disguise, just a steady kind of feeling I could see in your eyes. I don't know much about forever, I don't know what fate can do, but every road feels different when it leads me back to you. Some hearts learn the hard way, some take years to understand. Mine was always searching for the shape of your hand. I don't need the whole world, I don't need a perfect view. There's a reason I feel steady when I'm standing next to you. We don't need to talk for hours to know the day is rough. You just leave the light on and somehow that's enough. I've been wrong about many things, I've been hard to understand, but you never made me smaller, just easier to stand. Maybe love is simple when it finally feels right. Not a fire in the distance, just a home inside the night. No big words between us, no promise dressed in gold, just the quiet kind of knowing it found me in your arms. You came by after midnight with your key still in your hand. Said you only needed closure, but I could barely stand. We talked around the reasons like we hadn't done before. Same old hurt between us, sitting quiet by the door. Some wounds open faster when the past walks in alive. So don't say you miss me if you're leaving just the same. Don't hold me for a moment, don't make me start all over. If you knew this from the start, you looked at me like maybe there was something left to say. But hope can be so careless when it comes a little late. I won't ask where you're going, I won't beg you to explain. We both know love is harder when it keeps coming back in pain. I don't hate you, I don't know how, but I can't keep breaking for what we are now. Maybe once was timing, maybe twice was pride, but tonight I need the courage to let this stay outside. So don't say you miss me if your heart is still unsure. Don't open up a feeling you can't carry anymore. just because you can't move on. Close the door softly. Goodbye again. You asked for room to breathe. I thought you meant goodbye, so I held on even tighter and never asked you why. I called it love back then. You called it needing space. Now I understand the difference when I see it on your face. Sometimes the heart means well, but still gets in the way. I should have learned to listen before you walked away. I won't say I was right. I won't dress it up with pride. I just wish I knew better when you were still by my side. Love is not a promise you keep by holding tight. Sometimes it means standing back and letting someone choose their life. I heard you moved across town, started over somewhere new. I hope the days feel lighter than the ones I gave to you. I don't keep old excuses. I've used them all before. The truth is simple now. I should have loved you more. No letter can undo it. No song can make it fair. But if you ever wonder, yes, I still care. Not in a way that follows, not in a way that stays. Just quietly from a distance, wishing